what I've done here is I've logged in, and you're looking at the home page for Sitefolio. So let's orientate you to the home page. Right up here is the global navigation, and it says that we're on home right now. Live reporting is a report builder that the international team will be using quite a bit. If you are interested in building reports, you can get with Mandy. She can show you how to do that, but I'm just going to kind of show you what this is. So here's a report that we built yesterday, and it basically shows all of the locations, operating status, does it have a drive-through, playground, building type. So this is an example of a report that you can build. The great thing about this feature is that you can actually update data from the report, and it updates it back into the project itself. Directory, this is where all of the businesses and contacts that you work with, their contact information is in here. So here is some shortcut links. So if you're looking for somebody within CKE, you can click on M. This is going to bring back all of the contacts in CKE that their last name either starts with M or their first name begins with M. And then you just click on the name, and there's his contact information. You can also use the quick search box up here to search for contacts. Right now you can search for projects if you have projects and sites clicked. You can search for documents within a location, like if you're looking for an acceptance letter and you don't know where it's uploaded, you can do a contextual search. You can search for businesses and contacts. So I'm going to do a search for Don Jones. So here we have all the Dons in the directory. So I'll click on Don, and there's his contact information. And I don't know if you noticed, but next to each of the names, there's this little envelope. That's a link to activate an email. If you want to email Don Jones, you can do that right from there. So the great thing about the Sitefolio directory is that if someone's email address changes or their phone number changes, when Mandy changes it up here, it's going to automatically update on all the locations that they're on. So you won't have, there's no disconnect there. It's very fluid. All right, so over here is the left navigation, and this is where you're going to access your dashboard. That's going to be used most by the operation people, and we'll get into that later. This is a list of your My Projects that you're watching. And then down here is where you can log out, and you can change your password. You can print the page. This feature is nice because it strips the page of all the unnecessary data. And then customer support, and this is our large user guide. If you're ever bored and you want to read 80 pages, you can go ahead and read that one. But we do have a user guide just for you guys, and I guarantee you that if you have a question, Mandy's going to ask you, have you looked in the user guide yet? That's right here. It's the CKE International Sitefolio User Guide, and I'm going to open it up just so you can see how helpful it is. So we have a chapter for everything that we're going to cover today. And then for those of you involved with it, we've documented the proximity and site clearance process very clearly for you, so you know exactly what role you're going to play. So this is very useful. I recommend everybody downloading it or printing off a copy for yourself. Also under customer support is a link to email us. If you have any technical issues or questions, if you click on that, it's going to activate an email. And because it has CKE in the subject line, it's going to be directed to me and my team to answer your question. And then over here on the right side of your screen is what we call the links box. And this is where links to custom reports and outside websites can be uploaded. Also have a YouTube channel, Sitefolio does, with quick tutorial videos on how to do certain things in Sitefolio. We do have a mobile app. It's not an app that you download from the App Store, but if you open this page on your mobile device and then come to this link and open it from your mobile device, this is our mobile version of Sitefolio. And here is a video on how to use the mobile app to upload pictures, which a lot of you will be doing.
So our field members, if you're out at a site and let's say you're taking progress photos or even opening photos, that mobile feature could be really great for you guys.
All right, so let's learn how to locate projects. So all of the locations that you are working on are going to be in the system after today. To do that, you want to come up to the quick search box and make sure that projects and sites is clicked on. And you can search by the PeopleSoft number or by the city or state that the project's located in. I'm going to do a search for Benicia. I'm just going to type in Benicia and then click on search. And then to actually enter the project, you want to click on the project number, which is right here. And here's our project. And because I don't want to search for this again, I'm going to add it to my projects right here. And this is helpful to build because if you're going to use the mobile app a lot, you can quickly get into your projects and upload your pictures. So I recommend going in and locating all of your locations that you're responsible for and adding them to your My Projects here. So because I've added Benicia here, I can click on the link and it takes me quickly into that project. When you're done with your project and you want to remove it from My Projects, go ahead and right-click on it and select Delete. That's not deleting it from the system. You don't have to worry about that. It's just taking it from your My Projects list, which is specific to your username and password. And I wanted to point out that if you want to collapse the left navigation, you can select this caret and it opens up the window for you. And also, I wanted to point out that if you have a lot of gray space in your screen, if you click Control and then the plus sign on your keyboard, it will enlarge the Sitefolio window for you. All right, so when you first enter a project, the first thing you're going to see is the overview page. You can see that that's where we're at. Here's the schedule. The team is everybody that's working on this location. Tasks, files, and photos. The overview page is basically the dashboard. It shows you the address, the project status. Here's a quick way to view all the pictures that have been uploaded. And then if you scroll down, you'll see some key contact information. And then when there are files in here, you'll be able to see the SDP and any drawings that have been uploaded quickly. And then down here are some reports that you might find helpful. The project snapshot is just a paper document that shows you really quickly the address, who's working on it, what's going on with the schedule. If it has notes in there, it'll be printed there. The project directory report is a list of everybody working on this project and their role. And this Google Map thing here, so if you click on that, it's using the address that's entered in the system, but there's our site. Again, to look for sites, you have to come up here to the quick search box, make sure that projects and sites is clicked on, and then enter your data. I'm going to show you how to use the document search because I had mentioned earlier that if you know that something has been uploaded in your project that you don't know exactly where, you can quickly come over here and select Document. And I want to view the site acceptance letter, so I'm just going to type in site acceptance. And then come over here to this caret, and you want to narrow it down to just this project. If you select that, it's going to bring back every site acceptance letter uploaded to Sitefolio, which is not going to be helpful. So I'm just going to select International Project Only, and then it brings back all the letters uploaded. And then you can just click on it and open it up. Anytime you want to go home, just click the logos or click that. If you hover on Overview, you'll see Classification and Design Attributes. Most of you, this classification page will be view only, and I'm actually going to go into villas to show you this. But this is where things like the concept, who the franchisee is, the lat and long information will be in here, the unit phone number. So any of that information is on the classification page. And then design attributes is where all the building attributes are going to live. So you can see here, this location does not have a drive-through, but it does have a playground. And then eventually, all of The square meters will be entered here. You can enter about any information about the menu board. So your schedule is under the Schedule tab here, and it's organized into 3 phases. You have your routing phase, the legal phase, and then the development phase. So you can see here that the proximity and site clearance team will be using this to process that part of the project. Down here is when the proposal was approved, when construction is complete, when it opens, closes, and withdraws.
But what's great is that you guys will be able to view these dates. So with this particular site, you can see a projected construction date. You can see a projected opening date. There are some other data fields we're going to be adding to this to make it more helpful, but you guys can see when the site was real estate accepted, so on and so forth.
But for those of you that will be entering dates, you just click on a date field. It brings up your calendar, and you can scroll through and enter your date. And then there's a place for notes, and you can see it keeps a record of all the notes entered for that milestone. Something to note, even though you may or may not be entering dates, if a specific item on the schedule is important for you to know, you can follow it. I don't know if you see this bell icon here, but if you want to know when proximity is recommended, you can click the bell icon, and you'll get a notification in the email when that is complete. Same with this. If you want to know when the proposal is accepted, you can click the bell icon, and you'll get a notification about when that occurs, or if the date changes. And once I do that, if I go over to my dashboard, which we'll get into the dashboard momentarily, you can see that those items are on my dashboard because I'm watching them now. All right, let's move on to team. This is going to be a great resource for you just to see, who maybe the GM is for this location, who the franchisee is. You won't be responsible for updating this, but it's going to be a great resource for you to see who's doing what on this location. Tasks. This is a place for people to come and just create ad hoc tasks on the fly and assign it to people. You may or may not be involved with this, but if you do get a task assigned to you, you'll get a notification in the, via email, and it will show up on your dashboard. All right, let's talk about files. So this is where all of the documents for this location are going to be uploaded. You can see we have a folder for the SDP. All the proximity and site clearance documents and photos will be uploaded here. Your site acceptance letters, all the drawings and renderings, withdrawal notices, closing notice, open notice, and miscellaneous. And down here we have some helpful reports. So this project document activity report is basically a list of all activity on this project. So you can see who's downloaded and uploaded what and when. And the execution time you see here is US Pacific time, because that's where our servers are at. So we're not able to modify that for what time zone you're in. So there's a few different ways to upload files in Sitefolio. The traditional way is just to select the 3 dots next to the folder, and then upload single file, and then you just navigate for your file, and there it is. You can also drag and drop into a folder. So if you have something on your desktop, or if there's an attachment on an email, just drag it over to the folder that you want to upload it to. And once that folder turns yellow, just go ahead and drop it. And there's our document. And you can drag and drop multiple documents. So if you want to highlight multiples, you can drop those over there. You can also email upload. So if you want to use that feature, just come over here to upload files via email. And every folder in Sitefolio has a unique email address. So this is the email address for the communications folder. So just attach the document you want to upload and select send. And you'll get a notification email that says that the upload was successful. There's my success email. If you want to upload multiple documents into a folder, you can put them in a zip file first. and then choose Upload Extract Compressed Archive. And this is great for a set of drawings. If you need to upload a big set of drawings, you can go ahead and start the upload. It may take a while, determined by your internet connection, the size of the files, but we don't have a file size limit in Sitefolio, but it may lengthen your upload. So again, to view a file, you just click on it and it opens it up. All right, so let's talk about notifications on folders. If you are waiting for a particular document to be uploaded, you can subscribe to receive a notification. Just go to the folder that you want to receive a notification for, click the 3 dots, notification, and enable notification. That little bell icon means that you will get notified when anything is uploaded to this folder. If something's deleted, you'll get a notification. If a new version of a document is uploaded, you'll get a notification. Also, you can send a notification out for a document that you've uploaded simply by clicking the 3 dots again and then selecting email. And this will open up a screen with the name of everybody that's on the team. You can select people that you want and then also come down here and select others that maybe not be on the team. Type your message and then select send. So the thing with Sitefolio is that the notification that you receive from Mandy won't have a hard copy of the document attached. It will have a link to the document in the email. So you can just click the contextual link and it will take you directly to the folder where you can view the document. So anything that you'll be looking for, you'll be able to find it here. I did want to show you this feature, this view button here. If you click on it and select recently updated files, it's going to bring up a master list of all the documents uploaded to this location with the most recently uploaded at the top. So it kind of removes the folder structure, but just gives you a list that's easy to view of everything uploaded. There's more features about project documents in the user guide, like how to move documents between folders, how to delete, how to upload new versions. So if you want, review that chapter in the user guide, which is right here. All right, let's talk about photos. Sitefolio breaks photos out from the files just because we like to provide our clients a little bit more flexibility about how to view the files. You can add narratives if you want. You can add watermark. You can see that Mandy's gone into the villas and she's uploaded an image here. But if you were to go to Final Photos and click on the thumbnail here, you'll be able to see, you can scroll through and view really great pictures of this location. And she added a watermark to just show you what the location is. So there's 3 libraries for the international team: Debranding, Progress, and Final. So I'm going to go back to my training project. So just like with files, there's a few different methods for you to upload. With photos, you have that little extra one that you can use the mobile app to do that. But I'm just going to select my library that I want to upload to. Go to Options, and you're going to select Create Photo Slideshow. You want to choose a zip file that has all of your pictures in it. And you want to name your library. And then select Save. And what Sitefolio is going to do is it's going to extract all the photos into a library that you can scroll through. And again, there's no file size limit. It just really depends on, your connection and how long you're willing to wait for the upload to occur. All right, so now that my library has loaded, I can click on it. And you can see that there's an option here to add a description. So you can add narratives to each of your photos. Another option is to come over here to Edit and select Edit Photos. And here you can do your descriptions all at one time. You can sort your photos if they're not in the correct order, or if you want to delete some that don't really need to be on the library, you can select the trash can. And when you're done, just select Save, and you'll see the narrative. And there's an option over here to download as a PDF. What this does is it puts all of your pictures in a PDF, thumbnails with all the narratives below them, with the project name and the date. The other way to upload pictures is drag and drop. I just drug the photo over until the box turned yellow. Then I name my photo library and select OK. And then if you want, you can keep dragging and dropping. So the key is to not drop until the box turns yellow. And that's the same with files. If you're dragging and dropping an upload over there, the folder that you're uploading to will turn yellow.
And a quick note, just for site development proposals, any photos submitted with an SDP, you guys, those photos are going to go into the SDP folder.
Correct.
So if you navigate to photos for a site that was just proposed and you don't see them there, they will be in the SDP folder.
Right here. All right, one thing about photos before I move on is if you are waiting for particular photos to be uploaded, you can subscribe to receive a notification, just like you did with the folders and files. So just select Options and then Enable Notifications. And that'll send you a notification when pictures are uploaded for that section. You can also send a notification out if you want other people to view the photos that you just uploaded, and then send. Okay, let's talk about your dashboard really quick. This is going to be important because if you have anything assigned to you, you'll be able to come here and see at a glance what's going on in your world. And you can see that the dashboard has two sections, open tasks and completed tasks. Here's a list of my assigned tasks, the subject, who's assigned, who's following, the type of task, and then the context. So you can actually complete a task from your dashboard just by selecting the complete box and entering that. And that will move that task down to my completed tasks. So we have a way for you to set your preferences for how you're going to view your open and completed tasks, and that's over here on the gear icon. And you only need to do this once. But you can set the task types that you want to view. These boxes here for exterior, interior, and lease review, those are domestic custom forms that you probably don't want to get notifications for. So just go ahead and uncheck those boxes. You can choose how to display the task, and then how far out you want. And then you can select how many tasks you want on your page, and then apply and save as default. So you need to do that for your open and your completed task section. All right, let's talk about preferences. This is important. You only need to do this once, but this is going to dictate how you get notified regarding tasks. So this is task dashboard notifications, and this is basically going to be a snapshot of your dashboard here, sent to you. You can have it every weekday, every Monday, every day if you're really interested in your task dashboard. And then you can choose to aggregate it, so have everything in one email or one email per task. With enabling this option, make sure that you are emailed immediately of any changes for tasks that you are assigned or following. So we recommend that you guys go ahead and enable that. I think the default is to have that enabled. Okay, task nightly reminders. Enabling this option turns on nightly alerts and overdue reminders for tasks. And then this one is how you want your My Projects listed, so it could be by project name or project number. So once you're done setting your preferences, go ahead and click Save, and you're done.